Well, greetings everyone. Welcome back to another episode of T&T, Truths in Tanakh. Michael Kurland greeting you from Grandview. And I wanted to talk to you today about families and fathers. We have had a lot of talk lately about families and fathers and fathering visions instead of fathering families. And I thought it was kind of interesting to give my perspective on this whole thing through a revelation I got a couple weeks ago when I was teaching on Israel when I was in Korea. And when you talk about the beginnings of Israel, you always have to go back to our father Abraham. That's how Paul phrased that. And before Abraham was Abraham, his name was Abram. And that's what we have before us here. And this is what I thought was really unique when I looked at the letters that had been used to make up his name. Abram, the first two letters of his name spell father, Aleph Bet. First two letters of the Hebrew alphabet, the Aleph Bet, spell father. Well, the first two letters of the Hebrew Bible, that's what's right here, the Bet and the Resh, that's the Hebrew word for son. And it's the son that you kiss in Psalm 2, verse 12, lest he be angry with you and you perish in the way. So the uniqueness of that, I thought, the first two letters of the Hebrew alphabet spell father, first two letters of the Hebrew Bible spell son, and that's all contained in Abram's name, Avram, the great exalted father. But the first and the last letter of Avram's name spell mother. And this is the Hebrew word pronounced M, and you've heard of the people say, Ima, that's the modern Hebrew for mother. But Aleph Mem spells mother. First time it's used, Genesis 2:24, when the man leaves his father and mother and cleaves to his wife. So within Avram, the great exalted father, is the father, the son, and, of course, the mother. And that is what makes up a family. And God wants a family. And it says in Romans 9, where Paul's talking about Israel, it says, who are Israelites to whom belongs the adoption as sons. And then later on, whose are the fathers. So God's all about being a great exalted father with a big family as well. So I thought that was kind of unique. The man that he chose to be the father of the Israelites is Avram, the great exalted father. Very unique. So, after all, God's initiation, he wanted a place and a people in which to dwell and through which to bring the Messiah. And who does he choose initially? It says in Isaiah 51 that when Abraham was one, I called him. So he was one man called to father the Israelites. A very profound insight. In verse 7 of Romans 9, it says, through Isaac your descendants shall be named or be called. And so God, the great father, had a great son, Jesus. You see the parallels there with our father Abraham having Isaac and blessing all the nations or the families of the earth. So a very unique Hebraic reality behind Avram, the great exalted father. So thanks, and we will see you next time for Truths in Tanakh. Have a good day.